Talking about something serious here. It's a difficult reality to talk about. More than 49,000 people will die by suicide this year.
Look, the reasons that people decide to take their own life, they're widespread, right? Researchers right now trying to, though, identify people who are most at risk before something terrible happens.
This is our memory book.
The memory of her uncle brings a smile to Alexis Callor's face, even though she is still healing from losing him to suicide 10 years ago.
It's like you don't expect it to happen. It was a big surprise, and it was so shocking.
Even more shocking, a few years later, she lost her cousin to suicide, and then her aunt took her own life. Alexis's mom, Katie, started to question if genetics were to blame.
It makes me extremely fearful for my children.
University of Utah psychiatrist Hillary Kuhn is involved in an international study that has identified 12 DNA variations linked to suicide attempts. By examining more than 1.3 million cases, researchers have uncovered a connection between mental and physical health factors, including impulsivity, smoking, chronic pain, ADHD, pulmonary conditions, and heart disease.
Some of them do actually fall into gene pathways that have to do with how the brain works, with how synapses fire and how neurons are developing.
Professor Kuhn stresses no single gene causes suicide. Rather, it's the cumulative effect of so many different genes. And by knowing if genes play a role, researchers hope the treatment can begin before tragedy strikes.
It's absolutely terrifying to think about every day that that's something that could potentially happen.
I was also just continually struggling with my own mental health. And the one thing that kept me going was the fact that I know what it felt like on the other side. So it's like, I gotta keep going for my family.
Gotta keep going. Okay, so while studies are being done right now, focusing on the genetics, right? The United States aims to reduce suicides by 20% in the next few years by focusing on local programs that help people at risk. If you need help, if you know someone who does, you can contact the National Suicide Crisis Lifeline. You know the number now, it's 988.